Hey, what's good guys? Welcome back to the channel. My apologies for it being so long. It's been 2 weeks now since I posted the first video, but I'm ready now. I've gone to the city called Bream, which is not too far from where I live now. And I went along and done some more street photography. So I got you with the first person point of view, so with the GoPro. So you can just see how I take some photos and all that. But these shots are they're not usually how I would take photos. I plan a little bit, but not too much. But these ones are just straight raw. They're just walking down the street, shoot what I can see. But basically just showing you how I shoot when I go out to do some street photography. I'm using a new lens that I don't usually use, which is the Tamron 3.5, where is it? All right, so the Tamron 18 to 270 millimeter. It's got a focal length of 3.5 to 6.3. Not the greatest, but for that distance, 270, that's pretty good. You get some nice street shots down the line without people you're getting all up in people's faces. And this was secondhand, so it cost me about $60. So I can't complain with that. For the distance that I can get, just for the apertures, the prices, yeah, it's all good. Yeah, so anyway, you get the point. So let's get stuck into it. This is Bremen. This is a shoot that I went on and just walked around taking some street photography. Hope you enjoy it. Let's do it. Hey, welcome back guys. So I got you with the voiceover on the GoPro here. And for anyone asking, I'm rocking a Canon 200D or SL2. In some countries it's different. And I've got the Tamron lens on there. So I'm just in a car park at the moment, a few stories high. And I guess from here it's just shooting what I can see through these glass panels, which look pretty cool. So got the bus there. I went with a bit more warmer tones, even though it's a little bit, I don't know, how would you say it, like colder. Feels a little colder because it's in the morning. So, but I'm liking these shots. I like framing. Framing is one of my things at the moment that I enjoy doing. And I've got this old couple here that I can see, and I've got a good picture of them. I think it was pretty cool. The next one though was I really like the next one here with the building and framing again. I really like it. If you can find something that's good to frame, to put some framing in, then it works. Got two shots there, like a nice close-up one and a little bit further back, just so you can see the frames. Yeah, but anyway, off down to the streets now. Gotta get some street shots. So, got this lady on her bike. Unfortunately, the GoPro turned off beforehand, but still got the shot. And this bridge is pretty sick. It's like the overpass to get into the city, I'm guessing. But the colors that came out of this shot, it was just amazing. But yeah, for a Sunday, this it's pretty busy, even though nothing is really open on a Sunday yet. Spotted this car on the left. It was an old, I don't know, maybe a Toyota or something like that. But it just, I felt that the colors were really nice on it. I don't shoot cars often, but I want to get into that a little more this year. Creeping around the corners on these ones here, but I don't know. Looking at it now, I guess that this shot was just a random one. I again went for framing using the pole. Nothing too special there, but the colors came out pretty nice. And then I did see this cute little couple down the street, and I thought again, framing, get behind this pole. One thing I've learned about using a long distance lens is that you don't have to get really close to people to get a nice good shot. So that's a bonus with this lens, and I'll continue to use that. Yeah, so that shot came out really nice. Look how cute they look down there. Yeah, then I saw this scooter and I just thought that the colors would look really good and pop, you know, once I edit the photo. And I like that color. I like teal, bit of aqua. I think it mixes really well. So here's where I really shine in photography, and this is what I love doing so much, and that's ground game. With getting in there for that nitty gritty type stuff, the rails, what do you call them, manhole lids. Here in Germany they're called gullies. I don't know why gully sounds like a fucking lolly for me, but yeah, this is my favorite type. Nice and low, ground game. I think it's like all the textures as well. The textures just really pop once I edit them. Again, just these streets alone are just amazing. It's all symmetry, everything like that. The colors are so cool. Nice oranges, nice blues. Look at that, dope. Now I saw this on Instagram from somebody else, and they were just taking photos of the arrow on the ground. So I thought I'd do the same. Mine did not turn out as well as theirs, but I think it was alright. It looks pretty good. I don't know what happened here, but this was like a Smith & Wesson shot where it was just super quick, chitty bang, and then the photo was good. Yeah, so, and then like just puddles everywhere, and then I was just able to capture some stunning reflections with things going past. Even caught this delivery dude riding his bike down the street with the oranges there, it just pops, you know what I mean? So it was really cool. Now here I saw this gate, and I just straight away thought, got to shoot through that. And I got a few shots out of it, which for me turned out really great. The focus was a little bit off, but overall, the framing, that was my main thing about it. I got some bikers and I got some cars, and wow, that was really cool. I enjoyed all these photos. I enjoy finding things to shoot behind, as in for foreground. Now that's how you find framing. You look everywhere. Look for fences, look for fucking poles, man, anything. Put your camera behind it, focus on something, you'll get the shot. Yeah, so all these alleyways also look like really cool. So I was able to capture a nice big wide shot of that. Also, there's the manhole on the ground that's got all the textures with the nitty gritty stuff again that I love so much. So got me one of those. And then here is where I thought that shooting through the bike wheel would give me a nice bit of foreground from the spokes, which came out really nice. I really like this picture, it's good. And then here I just seen this dude walking out a nice red jacket on, so that just sort of pops in a picture where all the other colours were pretty dull. Don't really shoot too much photos of people, but in this case I'm trying to learn a lot more. So in a city that's full with them walking around the streets, and that's like perfect opportunity to try. Yeah, so here I saw this Mercedes, and I just thought I would aim through the two poles to get that, and that worked pretty well. And then I also saw this biker coming along and did the same thing, except she was not in focus that well. It was a rush job, obviously. Shutter was probably too low to capture her a bit more still without the motion. And yeah, again, just a quick western bloody shot here where I just quickly get that. Amaze myself sometimes. And here again, yeah, just on the ground. I love that. It's dope. Able to capture all the little bits of sand and rock and whatever crap that people have on the ground, I guess, from all the rain as well. Yeah, and the sun glare here is just amazing. So there's all these bikes here, and this one bike is just popping because the background has just got all this nice sun glare going on. So that's where you see me taking all these shots just here. I'll go a few more of all the bikes, but I think, okay, for me this lens really shines when it's zoomed, not to the max, but zoomed out a fair bit. So probably going past 100mm or anywhere past 150, because then it just seems to focus very clearly on what you're trying to shoot. So like here with this puddle, I shot this at 18mm, which is fine because I wanted to capture as much as possible in the frame for the reflection. That looks good too, but then as I turn around I can just see this bike and I want to get right nice and close to it. And as I zoom in, it's obviously this first one here, but then after that I zoom right past it to the end there and I just capture that, and just the details are so good. I can't believe it from this lens. And here, a nice big puddle. There's so many of them, and then if the background is good enough, like with some nice buildings or something like that, it just looks really cool. And then we're just going to finish up with this last shot here of this manhole, and all the textures just really pop on this type of stuff. So it is actually very busy out today. Quite enjoying the walk and that, and the shoot. The photos are pretty good. It's been raining heavy as lately, so there's like plenty of water on the ground. Oh, Lamborghini. So yeah, plenty of reflections and everything like that. The sun's just beautiful today, so yeah, it's sick. Yeah, so that's it guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are able to get something from that. Over the course of, I don't know, next few videos or something like that, I will be doing some editing videos and other things, maybe some tips here and there. If you guys got any suggestions, drop it down in the comments, that'd be great. This one was just another shooting video, just to show you my style of how I go and shoot. Everyone's probably the same, or if not near close. That's it for me today guys. If you liked the video, please hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you are not subscribed, that would really help out the channel, and hit that notification bell for more content. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace.